There we go. Maybe. I think so. Everybody say hello in the chat and I'll just pretend like everything is working. Okay? Okay. Alright. Welcome. We do have a branded new kit today. Boom. And we have a brand new shell today. Now, some of you have probably already beaten me to this one, but when I did my drop-in kit video like 2 weeks ago now, I think, I realized while posting it the night before that they updated the kit. So we have that updated kit right here. I'm going to try it out because this shell that I got is not trimmed. So kind of needed a drop-in kit. So we're going to explore what the differences are in this kit. See if it's actually laminated because I feel like it's just stuck on there. I don't feel like it's actually laminated, but maybe it is since there's the sticky part is just on the edges. Probably is laminated then. But we're going to see how hard it is to take off the shielding so we can remove these awful touch pads. And then this one will just be a regular one. Also, you probably noticed the Famicom SP. It is not in great condition. It is super scratched up, super yellowed. Parts of it aren't terrible, but I think the inside's not that great either. Yeah, we're missing one. That's all torn up. Oh, it's not missing. It's just there. I don't think it's not worth saving in my opinion, but someone else will end up with this shell and maybe they'll think it's worth saving. So don't get mad at me. Alright? And I think that's all of that. I'll go over what we have in stock, and it looks like we're live. I see some chat moving. Got 25 people in here, but not a ton going on in the chat. That's fine. We still have these two pockets right here. The extreme green and the sky blue. It's pretty much the same color as the mod mat. And then we still have the pink macro. So if you're part of the 6% of people who are wanting a Game Boy Pocket, you can grab either of those. And there's macro for anybody who wants a cheap cheap Game Boy Advance that doesn't play Game Boy Color or original Game Boy unless you put in an R4 card and emulate it. Anyways, I don't even know if that DS card slot works. So, this is where I say hello to everybody and end the poll. Ooh, let's talk about the poll. 87% of you think I will like the new kit. I don't know. I mean, like, I liked the drop-in kit. It's totally fine. I don't know if I'm gonna like this because this shielding, I don't know how easy it is to pull off. I hope it is. I hope it is. But let's say hello to everybody. We got a few more people talking in chat now. We've got Eno, Kirby, Indy, Downright Spiffy, Carbo. Is the T silent? Is it Carbo? Or is it Carbo? Please let me know. Reed, Press Tech, Rux is awake, and DJ Ames. Papa voted no. Papa does know me a little bit. We'll talk after stream, Rux. I just saw your message. Hello, Samantha and William Olson. Such a formal YouTube name. Wonder who that could be. And Casual Code. Hello. Alright. Let's tear down some SPs and get to it. Have you heard of the DS swap? I've not heard of the DS swap. Wow. It's pretty dark, DC. Wow. Gosh. We're still gonna do both of these at the same time because I still got a lot to do today. I say that pretty much every stream nowadays. But I'm busy because of you guys. Alright. I didn't plug in my soldering iron. We technically don't need it for one of them. Get these battery covers off. Hello, Angles. T Carpo. Can you what link here? To this exact shell. I can post the link to this exact shell in just one moment here. Let me get this other battery cover off. Okay, maybe. There we go. Let's do this. It's my new catchphrase. Okay. RGRS. Fun fact, if you just type in rgrs.us, you don't have to type out retrogamerepairshop.com. I'm assuming you're wanting the Pokeball one. So I'm linking to that. There's 3 other versions of it within this listing. I have faith in you to figure out what that is. Okay. I'm going to drop it in the chat. Don't forget, use code Jake if you want it. 10% off. And then I'm dropping it in the description. Paste. Oh, that's Shift V. We want Command V. That's not a tiny URL. Oh well. I'm not gonna spend the time to make it a tiny URL. Alright. Isn't there some kind of code I can... Yeah. Code Jake. Save 10%. I believe that's the only US retailer that sells these shells currently. Beware. Again, reason why we're doing the drop-in kit. Yeah, it needs to be a drop-in kit if you're gonna mod it. This is not trimmed. None of those net are trimmed. I think there's an AliExpress link that does have them trimmed, but I would assume that it's probably like the other special editions I've taken a look at, where they just trim it and then sell it, which is fine either way. It's just if you're looking for it to be super clean on the inside, for some reason it won't be. Yeah, these are clean on the inside because they're not trimmed. My favorite mod is any that has a Mew in it. I know you like the Mews. I like Mew too. Well, I like Mew as well. I like Mewtwo as well. But you can't say I like Mewtwo without some confusion. Okay. I say okay a lot too. Boom, okay, alright. So... do I need to mod the shell to fit the screen? I think I went over that a little bit, but I probably just read the message. It is not pre-trimmed, so if you're gonna use the regular V2 kit, the Funny Plane kit, the High Speed Edo kit, you'll have to trim it. Get a drop-in kit, you won't have to trim it. Boom. Come out. There we go. Hello, Pong. It feels like it's Thursday today. Because honestly, yesterday did feel like Wednesday streaming, but if I'm just doing a screen replacement, no, you should not. Almost every shell is just like off, based off of the original shell. I don't know why anyone would make it any smaller, so pretty safe there. If it doesn't fit the original shell, you can probably return it, but there's like a 0.00001% chance that it doesn't fit. In fact, I'll just tell you. I'll grab an original screen real quick and show you. Also, beware. This is like rubber right here, and it protrudes. It's quite thick, so it's gonna stick to the inside of your pants pocket. I should have a few hundred of these lying around. So, oh yeah, like a glove. Like a glove. There you go. The 101's gonna be the same. I don't have any of those on hand, but I have a bunch of 001s. Okay. Yeah, I've only ever seen the need to trim for an IPS display. I don't know if you saw my question before, but I was wondering if you've ever made a GB macro fat. I have a broken hinge one and was thinking of making it my next mod. I have. I've done a few, but I'm just not the biggest fan of them. They're totally fine and it's pretty easy. It's the same process, but you put the resistor in a different spot. Some people think it's more comfortable, some people think it's better just because the carts actually sit flush in the fat one. But if it's any easier or harder, there's really no difference. And I just think the quality of the DS Lite screen is a little better than the original one, but there's like a few models that have an even better screen. I don't know the differences between them, but I say go for it. It's gonna be a lot more fun than like replacing the whole shell. So I say go for it. I probably won't make a video on it. Maybe I could do a short. Part of me wants to do like extremely fast tutorials for shorts. Like I would still do most all of the tutorials in a full video form, but just like do a 1-minute version just to like catch people's eyes. I don't know. I think it'd be kind of cool. And it'd be a fun challenge to fit an entire IPS tutorial in 1 minute. I have no idea about rubber deteriorizing. And yeah, the water damage mark is up there, but it works. And other than some crap on the shielding, it's fine. Everything's tested. All the pins look good. If it scares you, don't buy it. But everything is good in my testing, and I've cleaned up everything that needs to be cleaned up. Also, I'm not sure if that was even pink before I opened it, because sometimes alcohol will make it pink. That was stuck. Eesh. Hey Jake, not to get too far off topic, but I put my new, I lost my spot when the new chat came in. I'm gonna start over. Hey Jake, not to get too far off topic, but I put my new DMG screen in and it shows 4 little Pikachus. They just stay there, nothing else. Oh. I know this one. I've seen it before. It hasn't happened to me, I don't think. Search it on Reddit and it should pop up. Might be a little hard to search because I don't know what you search for that. But I don't remember off the top of my head. It's something simple, if I remember correctly. But to go back to you saying too far off topic, this is the time and place to ask any and all questions about mod kits and modding in general, even if it's not related to the Game Boys I'm working on. This is office hours if you're having trouble. This is pretty much the only time I really want people to ask for help. But you can always ask for help in the, in the Discord, because we have a whole section dedicated to that. And if you want to help other people, because I know some of you are knowledgeable, some of you are probably even more knowledgeable than me, you can help other people out. I was just teasing you because you have been saying recently that I just woke up when it's the end of the stream. It's not like I wouldn't want to. It's not like I wouldn't sleep in if I could that late. Sundays I do. A lot of Sundays I will sleep in very late. Okay. Have you ever tried the new ITA SP kit? I am not really a fan of the ITA kits. I know I just said that I like the DS Lite screen, and the DSi screen is pretty much the same. But I don't like it over an IPS display. So I just don't have any interest in it. I also said that I don't really have much interest in like drop-in kits and stuff, and look at me now. So maybe eventually I'll look at them, but don't hold your breath if you're waiting for me to look at it. They're bigger and, in my opinion, not as good looking. And if you're like, how do you know how good it looks if you never tried it? It's just a DSi screen. So if you have a DSi, go look at it. Play a Game Boy Advance game from, I guess you gotta put it on like an R4 card if you want to do that, but put an original Game Boy game or something, a Game Boy Color game in there somehow, some way. Or just play a DS game and you'll see the colors and compare that to any IPS screen. It's gonna look a lot better on IPS. You think this screen's worth saving? You think? Maybe? Unfortunately, this one does have a line through it, just like the one I used in the video. So that's only good for a screen lens now. I don't know of any ways to take care of lines on any screens other than the DMG screens. What's everyone's go-to move when it comes to removing a screw from a stripped head? I usually drill it out. It's just easiest if you're careful, I guess. It's not the easiest, it's the simplest, I should say. I've heard people will glue a screwdriver to it and then screw it out. I've heard people use the rubber band. I've tried the rubber band technique. It's not worked out for me. Either way, good luck. Yeah, if it's not flush, then grab some pliers and try and turn it out by your fingers, your hands. I have also heard the soldering the screwdriver to it, but I don't know, solder's not that strong. Every time I get solder on like my tweezers or something, I can just easily go like, and it flies right off. So, but I haven't tried that soldering it to the screw before. I just feel like it's not gonna work that well, at least with electrical solder. All right. Tear down complete. Yes, I am modding the SP today. Just got done tearing them down, but we don't need those for a while yet still. Let's take a closer look at this guy right here, if I can remove the stupid wire. Okay. So we're gonna wipe this down because there seems to be some leftover dust in these. How much is service on a Q5 IPS screen and new speaker for Game Boy Color? I'm not sure what you mean. Are you asking how much I would charge to do it for you? Because The answer is infinity. I don't do send-in services or anything like that. If you want me to, or if you want to buy one from me, I'll sell them pre-modded. Obviously, everybody wants one. Stock is limited, but I don't do send-in service. I don't do custom orders, anything like that. But if you're wondering how much that is, it's anywhere from 175 to upwards of 250 bucks, depending on the shell. Mostly it's just 250 for SPs with the fancy RGRS shells, because they're expensive. Wow, that was actually incredibly easy to take off. Okay. Props. But I'm just curious. Yeah, I think this is laminated. I don't think that you should try lifting or separating the screen from here. Dang, that sucks. Okay. Well, carry on then. I don't know why they put sticky back on the edges here, because I don't think it's really gonna stick to it. Actually, it will stick to something. Never mind. Okay, but the reason why we want to take this off, I gotta plug in my soldering iron. Is because I don't want to use these. So when I can solder, I don't want touchpads. Touchpads suck. Really don't like them. I can move this more center. That'd be great. Okay. But I'm just gonna take my soldering iron, super simple. Boop. Done. And again. Boop. Done. Now you just rip that off of there. Oh, you didn't see that. It's now stuck to my finger. You just imagine I did this for both. You just rip that. They added this little strip of sticky tape there, and okay, now I look like a fool, but it was a lot harder to rip it off there. And yeah, that's it for that. What we can do is flip it over. We're gonna, okay, there's two spots. There's two dots on this. Okay, why are there two dots? They look like they go to the same thing, but why are there two? We'll go with that one. Okay. Oh, I guess we actually need to go the opposite way. And now the soldering is complete for that one. We can zoom back out. This is the drop-in. This is the drop-in. So, I'm actually going to cover these up in Kapton tape since there's the metal shielding on it. I'm too lazy to get my scissors out, so I should have just gotten my scissors out. The flush cutters did not do as good a job as you might think. I cut it too long. So do a little bit of that. More golden. Then to put this back on, it just goes right on. Make sure that this hole right here is where that ribbon cable folds over, and we're good. I'm gonna take my top half here, and since this is drop-in, it will just drop in, and not as snug as I would have thought, but what we're gonna do is we're gonna peel this. We're gonna peel this, and we're gonna peel that, and we can it's a little snug, but it's very snug. But like at first I was worried, now it feels snug in a good way. Oh, that's probably why it's snug. I mean, it's still gonna be snug either way. How many times can I say snug? Yeah, it's still gotta fit it in perfectly here. There's that. I feel like that's the wrong way. Never solder your wire until after you've put together this top half. It'll make it a lot easier. Okay. Also, fair warning, this is lumpy. It will not lay flat. But you're also gonna lay it on. You're not gonna lay it on the top most of the time. So if you're playing it in tabletop mode for some reason, it might be or it'll be fine if you play it in tabletop mode. But tabletop mode's a little silly for a Game Boy. Jake, where did you find the SNES GBA shell from the other day? So with that, if you want the full, if you want the one with the box, there's a listing on AliExpress. I can try and find that if you want. But if you just want to buy it from retail without the fancy box, just grab a gray shell, and then it might just be RGRS only, but I know that RGRS has it. In their screen lens section, they'll have a Super Nintendo version. They also have a Super Famicom version if you'd rather, or the Game Boy one. But you can get the SNES screen lens to go with the gray shell, and then you don't have to get like 3 different kinds of button colors. There is, within 1 or 2 of the button listings, there's an SNES color scheme for the buttons, and you can just get all 3 of those pieces and then make it yourself. Or there's a listing on AliExpress. If you search SNES GBA, it'll probably come all together. But if you buy it from RGRS, you can save 10% with code Jake. It'll probably be a little bit cheaper. If you buy it with the box, it won't be cheaper, but it honestly will be a little cheaper on AliExpress, I feel like. But you're going to wait a month or so. Okay. Let's continue on with this guy. This does not want to come out of that bag. Okay. Put that down for now. Do they have the Target version? I don't think they have the Target version. But you are welcome to look. There's probably something on AliExpress that has the Target look. Let's do this. Give me that. Okay. Gonna put these in. Kind of sad that these aren't. Just making sure I didn't poke through with the screws. I'm kind of sad that these aren't white screw covers. I feel like the contrast would really pop here. Oh well. I don't have any white ones. I much prefer the friction fit screw covers. Rux, the point the point of calling my job the Unicorn Farm is to draw attention away from people wanting to know where I work. But I do agree that would be a cool name for the Discord. But I also want new people to not be severely confused when they join. Could I just reuse these? I could. They're slightly different red, but probably just because the sun damage. That's annoying. There's extra plastic hanging off this. There we go. Is there any for the other one? Probably. There we go. Just like yesterday, gotta clean up the extra plastic stuff. Okay. Speaking of, well, if you were here for the last stream, we talked about how my website was having problems with font and all this stuff. And then I was telling the story because I wanted to say, I fixed it, everything's fine now. And then yesterday, at the end of stream and for a while after stream, Shopify decided our servers are going to crap out now. So as I'm saying, it's fixed, the website's fixed, The website was not fixed. So, I apologize if you were trying to get one of the Game Boy Colors yesterday. They have sold. But it was... Oh, that's why it's not letting me get in there. There was... There was problems with the listings. So it took a really long time for the Typhlosion listing to pop up. And the it wouldn't take away inventory when one was bought. So someone ended up buying... We had the Cyndaquil cell, and then the Typhlosion one sold, and then the Typhlosion one sold a second time, and I'm like, whoa, pump the brakes. I don't have another one of those. I don't even have another one, Typhlosion one, that I can just like whip up real quick to make up for it. And I don't have any on the way. So, yeah, that was fun, and I apologize to the second person who was just a little too late. But yeah, the sales were so good yesterday, I sold Game Boys that I didn't even have. Why does this... There we go. That pad didn't want to go down flat. Okay. Now we can stick this all in here. Maybe. The cable doesn't want to go through because the solder bump. There we go. Okay. Where is that? Oh, I'm blind. Put this piece in. Swap over to Phillips. This one we're gonna have to do a little differently, just because since the top half is not flat, I can't just push this up against the mod mat. There we go. Alright, now we can put those hinges in. And since a few of you might be coming over from the tutorial video, I will go over once again how to properly install the hinges. You're going to want to install it with these holes on the sides facing this way, and then we'll zoom out again here. You're going to want to push down with a little bit of force as you open it up, and once it gets to like the playing angle, and once it gets to the playing, it's supposed to pop in. With this shell, I don't know why it's not popping in. very interesting. It has it doesn't like snap in. It's like a boom and a boom. You have two options, I guess. Well, just whatever. It's fine. I didn't have it pushed in far enough on the initial run there. Otherwise it would have probably gone in, but I'm assuming that this mold isn't perfect. So yeah, very tight tolerances. Which, I mean, is fine. Tight tolerances are good for the most part. As long as you can actually fit it in properly. What IPS kit is used for this mod? It is the V5 drop-in kit. I think it's V5. I don't know. It's pretty much the only drop-in kit for the SP that's sold right now. I think there's one other drop-in kit, but that doesn't come with the screen laminated to the thing. Anyways, screen laminated to the lens. Let's do this last bit of soldering here, and then let's finish it up. Get to the other one. I'll take a drink while this is warming up. First time I did that, put mine in backwards, so it didn't clamp down right. Oof. Yeah, this clamps down. Well, I need to add solder to that point. Duh. Let's see here. We got 25 likes and 36 people. That's good. Could be better, but that's pretty good. And oh no, my finger slipped. That time it didn't tell me to run an ad. I thought I would. Hee hee. I did all the important stuff. We can just clamp that down. Plus, if you're watching this on the VOD channel, there won't be an ad. And if you're watching this before it gets on the VOD channel, but it's still not live, you'll resume right back to where you were before the ad. So, is this... Okay, yeah. Very tight tolerances even around the screw posts. I think everything's just tight. Okay. Yep, I had a feeling that was going to happen. So we're going to have to do it the other way. Just noticing how gross the marks from the machine are on the inside. The thing is only on the inside. Can't really see it here because it's so blown out, but right along here there's dirt. It's nice. Okay, so if your screw thing is falling out, you should be able to just drop it in like so. Tight tolerances. Swap over to the tri-wing. Twait like Twigger. Like a Twigger? I do not get that one. Excuse you. It's my stream. I'm allowed to burp if I want to. I just realized I didn't. The tolerances were so tight around the screw post, I didn't even screw down the motherboard. I guess it doesn't really matter, but I'm still gonna go back and screw those down. That's just funny. So I was like, wait a second. It would have fallen out if I didn't screw it down. No, it's just that tight. Hey, no one stopped me, so is it really my fault? You guys are supposed to warn me when I'm doing something wrong. Not a real modder. Dude, the other day, I was like, man, I already said this on stream, but man, this Game Boy Pocket just shorted and died. No, the batteries just died. So I spent like 30 minutes trying to figure it out. Even messaged Natalie like, hey, what happens, what would it be if this is happening? So like it's working on wall power, but it's not working on battery power. Alright, now we have to go find the square nut. There we go. I did not forget the light pipe, but thank you. This one you do have to install it yourself. I did see that and I installed it. Yeah, I installed it. Had to double check. Alright. Third time's a charm. I don't like tight tolerances on plastic pieces, because then you gotta force plastic to hopefully not break on itself. And then you gotta reposition the stupid nut. Okay, is it just this nut? Can I get one of the original ones out? It is just as loose. It's not as loose, but it's still fairly loose. Okay. Very crucial that the power switches are both lined up in the same position. Why does this shell hate me? Okay. Why is this? Oh, you've got to be kidding me. The stupid L button came out. unless this is an absolute fan favorite shell, don't expect these ones to come back. I do have one more that's the Pikachu variant. But my goodness. It's a good shell. It's just annoying to work in, and if that's all I'm gonna spend my time doing is working on it and then giving it or selling it to one of you guys, then I don't want to just have bad times. There we go. Why couldn't it fit in like a charm like that every other time? Okay. Let's finish this one up. Almost an hour in. We haven't even finished one full one yet. I do have a GBC Zelda shell that I'm saving for the I can't think of it, Tears of the Kingdom release, because if I do a Zelda shell around the Tears of the Kingdom release, then I can get some can steal some of the hype. But I don't do a ton of Zelda stuff, just because if it's not Pokemon, it typically doesn't sell well. But we'll see how these ones go. I don't know if it's fair to judge the other stuff now, with everybody wanting one, with demand being this high, but I don't know. If it still doesn't sell well and the demand is high, then that'll just prove my point. There we go. It clamps down, and I don't know if it's because of the hinges being weird, or the fact that this is just twice the weight of, like, the top half is heavier than the bottom half, it feels like. And it might be about even. Okay. Centered. Do a little more. Even when I put it closer to down on the right side. Yeah. This is a very top heavy SP. Okay. Yeah. I don't think we have a hinge problem. I think we have a weight distribution problem, because this is heavy rubber. Anyways. It has collected every piece of dust too. I know I'm really selling this thing. It is cool. But I gotta be honest, so. Let's I have a cleaner toothbrush. Oh, I have that brush. I think these bristles might be a little too soft. No? It's not getting everything, but it got the stuff in the cracks pretty well. I got this from an Extreme Rate kit. Okay. I think that's as best I'm gonna get it. Okay. If you're wanting this one right here, I am going to go list it right now. There is a link in the description to the website, to the SP page. If you want to refresh the Eat Fresh refresh, you can do that right now. When I take a picture, keep in mind that is sideways. Right side up, it looks like this. Oh, I should probably turn it on, you know? Beautiful. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15? 15 levels of brightness? Holy crap. The kit is better. I don't... We'll make some comparisons in a moment. I'll go grab my other one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 15 levels of brightness. Oh, Nelly. Okay. And active. Boom. If you want it, it is now live. retroremaster.com/Jake. Jake /Jake. retroremaster.com/collections/SP. And I'm also realizing that I didn't test it, so I gotta turn it off too. Holy shnikes. That power switch is tough. Horses may need to be held here. I'm gonna take it down. I apologize. Something's not right. Let's try start and select though. Okay. A and B, D-pad, and R are good. But L just still doesn't want to work right. And I don't know if it's because it came out again or what. I'm starting to think this shell isn't that great. Okay. One thing I will try is undoing this. Maybe all the screws are just too tight. Nope. Okay. Boy. I might just do the second one of these off camera then so I can swear at it. Yep, it partially came out again. Why? It's like half in. It is a skill issue. Okay. Is there like extra piece of plastic or something? Gotta put that back in. Oh. No? Maybe? I don't know. I'm just gonna keep trying to fit this in till it wants to. Okay. Why does it not want to? We're gonna try. Luckily, I have other red buttons, so we're gonna try a new R&L here. Probably shouldn't try and pinch it between my legs when that falls, because this is so small it'll just poke right freaking through me. Ugh. Okay. You could just cooperate for these last couple seconds. The joys of modding. How's your guys' day going? Is it making it better seeing me struggle with this? If you're talking about the notifications, the stream notifications for purchases are insanely delayed. No one has bought anything today. Okay. Need to put the stupid nut in. Ready, cross your fingers. If this doesn't work, I'm putting it off to the side and dealing with it later. Hallelujah. That actually matches the red of the shell better, in my opinion, too. Okay. Whew. I'll list it now. It is back up if you want it. Understandably, I mean, I understand if you don't want it after seeing all this. I'm still probably going to want to keep these screws a bit looser. So now I'm gonna go. Well, actually, I think it's just on. Yeah, the power switch. So I'm gonna. So I just bought it. Cool. Power switch. It's a little stiff, but it'll get better over time. Plus, you do kind of want a stiff power switch. I mean, it's not like most power switches are gonna accidentally get knocked off, but still, I'd rather have it hard to turn off and hard to turn on than easy to turn on and off. You know? Okay. I would like to say that none of that is any issues with the mod kit. The mod kit is actually good. I like it. 15 levels of brightness. It's pretty nice. Let's double check to make sure R is working. Hopefully I don't have to refund this guy. Or girl. I don't know who bought it. Just assume with 95% of my audience being male. Everything seems good. I went from a bad angle and I was like, oh, you guys can't even really see that. Can you guys read what's on screen? We're on the top brightness. Now we're on the lowest brightness. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Now you can see what's going on. This is what I'm doing. Ooh. Just making sure all the buttons work. Cool. There's that one. Whew. Flashbang. Sorry. That name looks familiar. Yeah, because they bought a Game Boy yesterday. Thank you, Javier, for the second time. Javier bought the Cyndaquil one. So thank you. Alright, let's put that off to the side for Javier and get crack-a-lackin' on this orange one. Okay, I thought everything in this bag fell apart. Whew. Nice. Put those off to the side. We don't need those quite yet. Don't fall apart. I don't want to clean up a mess. Not right now. Alright. Screen kit. We're at minute 15. An hour 15 on the stream. See how fast we can finish this up. I got people to move, places to see. Wait, no. What even is this saying? I was trying to say it wrong to be funny. Places to be, people to see. I don't know. Yeah, a place seeing people to be. Trout. Actually, we want to put this on first. Place to go, people to see. That's what it is. We got people to go, places to stay. It's just, it's not as funny. Oh my gosh. Okay, this whole speed thing isn't quite working out. Took the nuclear option on that stripped PSP screw and JB welded a screwdriver to it, having a helping hand holding it in place while it cures for a few days. Few days? That is quite nuclear. Quite nuclear. But I hope it works, and I hope you don't care too much about that screwdriver. This JB Weld is no joke. It is no slouch. And even though in everyday life it is incredibly annoying to have long fingernails, in my opinion, these puppies are really helpful for peeling double-sided tape and other things you do in modding. So that is my weekly reminder to not trim your fingernails before modding. Okay, now we can just drop that in there, like so. Put the foam down. Then we can loop the loop and see how much easier this is when you don't have a stupid wire in the way. So don't do the soldering until after you do that. Welcome back, Mr. Spiffy. Is there any relation to the Spiffy Brit? I like his channel. At least, if I'm being honest, I like his YouTube breakings. I like those videos. He doesn't really play the games that I care about. But when he does, it's fun. Power just flashed for a second. Are we still here? Router's still going. The nice thing is, if the power ever does go out, or the internet, I can keep going as if nothing happened. It just will only finish as we only see the end of it on the VODs channel, because I'm on a laptop and I'm recording as well as streaming. I just actually need to upload these to the VODs channel, so I'll probably do that this weekend. Oh yeah. There we go. Game Boys are totally balanced with no exploits. I read that in my mind in his voice with a laugh, a maniacal laugh that he has. Oh, I need to put a sticker on the Pokeball one. Okay. I'm gonna do these ones and not the orange ones, 'cause I like contrast. Come on. There we go. Get there. There. Okay. There's those. And I guess we can swap the caps on the hinges real quick. I really wish the aftermarket hinges were good. Oh man, life would be so much better. Life would be a dream. Life would be a dream. I guess it would be life could be a dream. Is it life could or life would be a dream? If you understood that reference. You should, because we talked about it a couple streams ago. I always thought it was life would be a dream. Have you tried using Rit Dymore plastic dye? I have not. I've heard of people dyeing plastic, and I'm curious about it. Putting that on the wrong side. I'm very curious about it, because like being able to dye my own membranes would be huge. I could just buy a ton of clear ones and then dye those. See, that fit it. Okay, I didn't really do that on camera, but those hinges went in perfectly, and those snap into place on both. But this top half isn't insanely heavy. Oh, and I have just one request. I know that not every customer of mine is in here, and if you've done this, no hard feelings, no worries. But if you buy a Game Boy from me and you want to let me know that I did a good job, if you email me, can you at least put in the description it's awesome or something like that, something positive in the subject line, because it's always like order 1286 and I'm like, oh gosh, no, what happened? And I just like have a miniature panic attack as I'm trying to open this email, and then they're like, it's awesome, which is great. I love hearing that, but you guys always scare the crap out of me every time. And I always get like nervous when I see like so and so wants to message you on like Instagram and stuff. I'm like, oh no, please don't be a customer that's angry. Again, love hearing that you guys love it. But like, for example, yesterday, I had to tell a guy that the well, it was a couple days ago, the start and select weren't working well on his Game Boy, on his DMG. So I held it for a while, was doing tests, couldn't get anything to work. I'm like, I gotta put different membranes in it. What color do you want? He's like, surprise me, blah, blah, blah. And anyways, everything gets worked out. Game Boy's working, I send it off, he gets it, and then I get an email. I'm like, No, it's not working. Dang it. No, it was fine. He just loved it and wanted to tell me an email, which is, again, awesome. Makes me very happy. But man, does it scare me every time leading up to it. It's like when people say we need to talk, it's never something. It's usually not something fun. It's not like we need to talk about going to Disneyland. When do you want to go? But if it is about going to Disneyland, I want to talk about it right now. I prefer going to Hawaii because I've been to Disneyland my past 2 vacations, and I love going to Maui, or New York. I wouldn't mind going somewhere new. I've never left the West Coast really. Some people would classify Hawaii as leaving the West Coast, but I don't because it's still technically the West Coast. It's the most western state, which is an odd thing to say, but anywho, Nevada is the farthest east I've ever been. Reno, Nevada. Unless San Diego's farther east, I don't think it is. But I know Southern California is like kind of far east since it goes to the right. Okay. I think that is all. So we can just drop that in. We open it up to make sure. Yep, wire's not over any buttons. I saw someone do that on Instagram or on Reddit. There was a Reddit post the other day, and they had one of their wires. I think it was on the Game Boy Color, going right over their B button. I'm like, oh man, that hurts to watch. Because I feel like he's gonna have some, or they're gonna have some button presses that don't work every time because of that. But maybe not. It's a big button. It is could. Life could be a dream. Life could be a dream. Would just sounds better. Probably because that's how I know it, but life would be a dream. Yeah, I like life would be a dream. Yeah, it was just the Pokeball shell that didn't have the one place it didn't have a tight tolerance was right in here, because this is the nut from the Pokeball shell, and it fits in like a glove. Like a glove. Anyways. And look at that. That's so beautiful. How easy. Life is like a box of waffles. Now what would the rest of that one be? How is life like a box of waffles? I need to know the answer before the end of the stream. Let's not have any strip screws there. There we go. All right. Cool. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, I just realized we didn't compare the other ones. Alright, and just in case you're new around here, you haven't done this yet, you should hit that subscribe button. I don't do this enough. Especially because I've had it for a while. If you couldn't tell, it's 35.5, and we just hit 56,000 subscribers last night, I think. We've got, yeah, let's zoom in a little bit more on this so you can see it. A, B, right, left, down, up, start, select, right, and left. And by the way, I'm doing that on purpose. I like to do a quick press and then a press and hold. Quick press, press and hold. Just because that's the two different things you're going to do, is you want to see if your quick presses are working and your holding is working. Because sometimes you might hold it down and it'll like start to fade a little bit. Nope. Fade a little. Nope. R and L are good. Usually it's R and L that'll get a little fadey and they'll act like you're pressing it a bunch quickly instead of holding it down. But we are all good in the hood. Alright, if you're wanting this, I have really old pictures of the very first one I did. This is one of the earliest color schemes I ever did do. But I've got the listing all set up and ready to go. So I'm just going to unarchive it. And call it good. Pictures are pretty much identical. 3DS XL is not included, or new 3DS is not included. So I just have to say that as a warning. Okay, and cool. When the Pokeball one sold, the Javier, it actually went away. Yes, it did go to Javier. Okay, cool. Let's put some stickers on. I like the stickers. Again, it's not gonna make working with double-sided tape and other peels like this. You're not gonna be an expert just because you have your nails long, but it definitely does help. I just don't know if the long fake nails will do you any good. I think it needs to be, I think there's a certain length where it's not useful anymore. Alright, put this one over here. Bring this one back over. Oh. And grab one too many. I feel like there was a sticker in the orange one. So much thicker than the other one. Yeah, it's all wiggly because the Pokeball. Okay. I have never done anything with the Sega Game Gear. In fact, I have never even played one. I've barely held one. And I have not gotten enough interest to actually do anything with it. Life is like a box of waffles. At least they're better than pancakes. I don't know about that. I don't know. I don't know which one I like more. The answer is French toast. But between pancakes and waffles, I don't know. I think I like pancakes more. But they're pretty much the same. I do Nintendo what Sega don't. But dang it, I'm not wearing. Wait. I'm wearing the shirt, but it's a bad print. My new shirts should be coming in soon. And hopefully those will be good colors. It's a different print provider. I think it's the third print provider I'm trying. So hopefully it works. But they're the ones that did the sweatshirts, and the sweatshirts are good. So it should be good, right? Right? I don't know. But that is it for this stream. We tackled this one. That was annoying. But the V5 mod kit's good. Oh, I'm gonna hold that thought. I'm going to go grab my Famicom one, and we'll compare the two mod kits. Be right back. Okay. Right here we have this one. These are both... Wow, okay. So they actually did edit it a little bit. Because this is not as cool as this one. This color temperature is a little cooler. This one is more accurate. It's also a little bit brighter. I do need to take that out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. These are all the full brightness levels. This one is the brightest, the V2 from High Speed Edo, the unbranded, the one chip, the whatever the heck you want to call it. I like to call it High Speed Edo because there is a brand behind it. And people who say it's unbranded are just being mean. But anyways, these are all High Speed Edo actually. But these two are a different screen from this one. These are the same screen, different softwares. This is actually laminated. This is just stuck down. These are just stuck down to it. But these color temp, this is still a little bit more cooler than this. I think this is still the gold standard for screens, but this is definitely still, they're all definitely still really good, but a little more cooler, definitely the coolest in color temperature, and this is brighter than this. This is brighter than all of them. I know you can see it, but I just wanted to explain my view versus the camera view. So, yeah. And then these are all the lowest brightness. Okay, so this gets brighter and darker than, well, this gets darker than all of them. That's actually very impressive. I'm going to turn off the lights for a second. Dang. So if you want to play in the dark, grab the V5 laminated drop-in kit, because man, your eyes are not going to be hurt in the slightest. But honestly, I know that there's still light going on in this room, but yeah, like none of these are going to be hurting your eyes at the lowest brightness. Wow, okay. I dig this kit. I dig it. I mean, you can't really buy this one anymore, but it's still a good kit. I'm not going to go swapping this out. It's not worth it. Yeah. Cool. I still would pick this kit 10 times out of 10. 9 times out of 10. We'll give it 1 out of 10. If I needed something that I don't want to trim the shell for, I would grab this kit. Easy peasy. I recommend this kit. I don't recommend this shell though. I do not recommend it. As it's sitting here, it wobbles every time I touch it because it's so top heavy that it just wants to fall over. But anyways, that is it for this one. This guy is still available. This is not. This is mine. And this is Javier's. I really hope your name is Javier. I keep saying it and I'm like, is that right? It is. I don't know why I keep forgetting it. We got these, and this, and this. All of these are currently available flashbang. And if you want any of these, you can go to the website retroremastered.com/collections/GBA or SP or /macro or /GBP. Sorry. I know I'm saying Javier correctly. I'm just like, I didn't know if I was, I don't know. So many people are buying from me. I try and remember the names, but let me just double check that SP is actually showing up in the SP section. It is. Well, according to Shopify. Let's go to my website. Yes, okay. It's there if you want it. retroremastered.com. Thank you all for showing up to the stream. Thank you all for showing up to the stream today. Really appreciate it. You guys are awesome. Thanks for hanging out with me for an hour and 45 minutes. All 38 of you and all the other people who joined and left. I feel like I was going to say something else, but that's it. No stream tomorrow. Video on Friday that I need to fully edit over these next 2 days. So I will see you guys in the next one. Later, guys. There will be a short tomorrow, though, but by the time you're seeing this part, it's already posted.